Hi students, I welcome all of you for this special session on how to attempt SBI Clerk 2020. See, the exam is going to be conducted, all of you know that one, tomorrow that is 22nd of Feb, then 29th, then after that 1st and 8th March, depending upon the availability of the students. Alright, in this session we are going to discuss only how to attempt the examination. Alright, suppose if you get reasoning first, or numerical ability, quant or English, from where I have to start in reasoning, or in English or in quant, and how to get maximum marks out of that one. Alright, we'll go in a smart way, and this session is not for how to prepare for that examination, because by this time all of you must have completed your preparation. And by the way students, today, when tomorrow is your exam, for example your slot is tomorrow 22nd of Feb, today don't study anything. Many students do this mistake today, day long or even night, late night also, they go on practicing the questions. Don't do that one, right? At least one day before any competitive exam, keep some rest to your brain. Alright, so in this case what happens, your brain will become calm to take a very good examination. Don't be in a hurry. It is not an academic examination. Unfortunately, in our country, in almost all the states, I have seen how the students prepare for academic exams. If tomorrow is the examination, today almost up to 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the early morning, when the suppose exam is tomorrow, almost whole night students sit in front of the books, right? So that's not good practice even for academic exams also. Particularly come back to this competitive exams, at least one day before the examination, keep rest to your brain, your mind, keep it cool. Alright, so even for tomorrow's examination, today or tonight, you just go to the bed a little early by 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Up to 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, you will have a sound sleep. You have to train your mind or brain in that way. Alright, and tomorrow morning, very like a peaceful way, with deepest mental poise, you have to go to the examination and attempt the exam very calm. And another thing is that in your preparation, I told all of our students, right, all students who have joined my institute online or pen drive courses, you just complete the preparation by taking some mock tests. 30 days, at least 20 to 30 days before the examination, at least 2 mock tests you have to do. In our course, we have more than 200 mock tests for bank exams. Alright, so every day at least 2 exams you have to take and analyze yourself exam by exam. When you go for the examination, suppose tomorrow or next week, you treat that exam as if it is a mock test for you. A valuable advice I am giving you. Alright, don't take it as an examination. Just take it as a mock test for you. Because almost for the last 30 days you have been doing 2 or 3 mock tests every day. It is one among them, that's all. Alright, and preparation also students. Don't start your preparation after the notification. Because anyway notifications will come. You don't worry about that one. So this 2020 till 2020, all like SBI or IBPS or any other board, that is going to follow the same schedule. From 2021, mid of 2021 or first quarter of 2021, the common eligibility test by National Recruitment Agency. In my previous video I told you that may come in force, but as of now it will be continued as per the schedule only. For that reason students, don't start your preparation after the notification. For example, after this clerk examination, mostly in the month of March we are going to get a SBI PO notification also, right? Your preparation should be there at least 5 to 6 months before the examination. Alright, because nowadays after the notification, how much time they are giving? Hardly 1.5 months they are giving for the prelims. For that reason, keep it as a practice. If you are serious enough to get a government job, you follow that one. As all of you know students, like more than 13,000 of my students are working in various banks and central government organizations across the country. I'll tell you about my institute at the end of the video, not now, because now we have to dedicate our time for how to crack that examination, tomorrow's or next week's or the other week, whatever it may be, have to like attempt the questions. Alright, now let's start with the reasoning, students. We'll start with reasoning. See, in reasoning, as all of you know, the chapters from where the questions generally appear, I'll give you the chapters here. The first one, first let us know how many questions, tentatively at least. Tentatively how many questions? So puzzle and seating arrangement, you know this one, right? Around 15 to 20 questions will be there. And by the way, you know this one, prelims reasoning, total 35 questions are there, and marks are 35 marks. Time allocated for this one is 20 minutes. You know this one. Alright, so out of these 35 questions, depending upon the shifts, 15 to 20 questions you expect from this first one, that is puzzle and seating arrangement. Then after that, you will be getting questions from coded inequalities. Okay, then you will get questions from blood relations. Next one is sequence and ranking. Okay, the next one is directions. Next, nowadays they are giving questions from symbol, number and letter, series or sequence. Okay, next they are giving questions from miscellaneous questions based on alphabet. Okay, next you can expect even Shilloism questions also, SYLLOGIS. Okay. See students, the mark distribution, generally how they give. If they give Shilloism questions, they'll give 3 to 5. Okay. Then anyway, coded inequalities, definitely they give that one. Let's take it as 3 to 5. Okay. Blood relations, we will take 2 to 3. Alright. Sequence and ranking, 1 to 3 questions you can expect. Even direction also 1 to 3. Alright. Symbol, number, letter, sequence, they are giving 3 to 5. Alphabet around 2 questions generally they give. Alright, for some shifts one chapter may be there, may not be there. Generally this is the given one. And puzzle and seating arrangement, in any shift they are giving between 15 to 20 number of questions. Alright, now students, by this time you must have got perfection on these chapters, because in preliminary examination either it is IBPS or SBI, clerk or PO. Anyway, PO a little different way they give. Let us discuss the clerk paper only. Clerk questions are from these chapters only. Now, how to start? From which chapter? From like which part I have to start the paper? See students, you do like this. There are 2 types of students, I'll tell you. Almost 90% of the students are scared of puzzle and seating arrangement. Naturally, because puzzle and seating arrangement questions are very high difficulty questions they are giving nowadays, even at clerical level also. Of course, for clerical preliminary examination, not that much difficulty level, but mains they are giving very good questions. In 2019 mains paper, they have given very good questions, almost difficulty level 5 to 6. If you take 0 to 10 as the scale, 5 to 6 or 7 also they have given last year for mains examination. As far as prelims is concerned, generally they give easy to moderate level puzzle or seating arrangement, right? Now come back to this analysis. 2 types of students are there. Almost 90% of the students are scared of these puzzles. If you are really scared of these puzzles, don't start reasoning paper with puzzle and seating arrangement section. Unnecessarily you will lose the confidence. Alright, and by the way students, puzzle and seating arrangement, in fact they are very easy to handle if you know the basics properly. See now, even in YouTube also I have uploaded many puzzles right from the basic level. Any chapter, whatever it may be students, particularly puzzle, right, seating arrangement, Shilloism, input output, data sufficiency, assumption, argument, conclusion, courses of action, cause and effect, inferences, all these chapters how they give. If you know the basics properly, definitely you can enjoy the questions, I am telling you. If the basics are not good, for example you take puzzle test, from where you have to learn, first of all you have to identify the difficulty level of the puzzle by reading that one for a maximum of 10 to 15 seconds. Then you need to figure out how many columns are required to solve the puzzle, how many parameters they have given. Then you keep the positive information on the right side, negative on the left side. From negative, with the help of elimination process, you have to come on the positive side. Any puzzle, whatever it may be, that will be solved. The feedback I got from my students, I have more than 15,000 students across the country. Simply they say that, sir, if we follow that method, what you have taught for puzzles, now it has become cakes walk for us. Alright, I wish all the students to get that one. Even if you have not taken any admission in our institute so far, you can refer my YouTube videos also, that is free of cost. Puzzle Basics, you just type Puzzle by Chakravarthy sir, or visit my YouTube channel Chakravarthy sir. From that one you figure out where are the videos for puzzles. You just watch the basic video of puzzle at least today, so that it may be helpful for you for tomorrow's or next week's examination, right? That is one thing. If you get perfection, start with puzzle and seating arrangement. If not, you do one thing. Let us start with those students who are not very much perfect or confident with the puzzle, right? 90% of the students are like that. We start from that end only, from where you have to start, because ultimately our aim is to get through this examination, that's all. Mains, okay, no problem, we'll prepare well for mains. How to get through? It's only a screening test for us. You start in this way. First, leave puzzles, don't touch. Okay, anyway you have to touch that one, because without doing puzzles you will not be qualified in reasoning paper. Okay, now next what you do, if you leave this puzzle, start with the coded inequalities. One of the simplest chapters for you. Easily you can bang 5 out of 5 or 3 out of 3. Nowadays how they are giving, simply they are giving 2 to 3 statements for you, using this greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or not equal to. You know that one. Alright, so one part here, other part, both are statements followed by conclusions. You just follow one method I have given you, that is combining the given statements using the symbols. 3 golden rules are there. Use those 3 rules. Without writing anything on the paper also you can solve that one. Okay, start with the inequalities first. Okay, then after that you just go for this one, sequence and ranking, because it's only comparison. I've given you one comparison method. For example, A is taller than B. A is taller than B means start with B. A is taller than B, above, in this way. A is equal to B, at par with him. Or A is shorter than B, like this. So I have a method, a clear method I have given you here. While comparing in sequence and ranking, don't use greater than or less than mathematical symbols. That is wrong practice, I am telling you. Some students use mathematical symbols and some students use lines like this. This is A. A is like greater than B. This is B. Don't go for that one. Don't go for that one. You will be confused. Okay, so now go by this method. After this, after coded inequalities, go for sequence and ranking. If you are lucky enough, they are giving group questions. One data would be given to you. Based on that data, they are asking 2 to 4 questions or 3 questions. Based on that one, if you get in that way, in one shot you can get 3 to 4 questions. Correct. Okay, next, after this one, go for directions, blood relations. Alright, even directions and blood relations, for some shifts they are giving 1 question, for some shifts individually 2 questions, or group question they are giving. One data will be given to you in the group. For example, like town A is on the northeast of town B, then town B is on the west of town C. In that way they give one group information there, collective information. If you are lucky enough, you will get that one. So in one shot you can do all the questions. For directions there are not like much shortcuts for you, but only thing is that you should know the 8 directions properly, like north, northeast, east, southeast, south, okay, southwest, west and northwest. And based on the degrees also, if you go by the degrees, this is 45 degrees. I have given you one plus and minus technique in our courses. Alright, go for just remember this one. And right side and left side also very important. Suppose one person is facing east, this is his right side, this is left, right? One person is facing south, for him this is right side, this is left side. Facing north, for him right side, left side. And sometimes they give questions based on this one, what is that, right angle triangle also. Alright, after combining, adjoining all the given points, you will get shape of square or rectangle or right angle triangle. Many models are there in directions also. You please brush it up. Please brush it up. Just suppose if you want to study anything today, don't go in depth. Just go for brush up for 2 to 3 hours, not more than that one. But my suggestion is don't do anything today. Simply take some rest. Or else just now I have given you, go to my YouTube channel and go for the basic videos only. Puzzle, like what is the basic video, that's enough. Don't go in depth unnecessarily. Your mind will be strained. Okay, then after that, after finishing off this directions, go for blood relations. For blood relations, I have given you one technique, that is converting the verbal data to family tree or family chart. Total 3 rules I have given you. How many male are there, how many female are there, then go for how many generations are there. If more than one generation, just consult one vertical line, and only one generation, horizontal line, left to right and top to bottom. I have given you one technique. So this family tree or family chart, any question from blood relations can be done very easily, even if it is coupled with puzzle and seating arrangement also. Suppose blood relation is coupled with the puzzle or seating arrangement, that's really fantastic questions and you can enjoy that one. If you know how to draw the family chart, only then you are able to solve the puzzle, otherwise you cannot unravel the puzzle. Alright, I have given that one. The next, after this one, after finishing of this, go for this one. Nowadays they are giving, like previously, very old questions. Actually these questions are symbol, number, letter sequence. As far as I remember, 15 or 18 years ago they used to give those questions. What type of questions? They give one sequence for you. Some symbols will be there, some numbers and some letters in a mixed way. Alright, then based on that one, they ask the questions like if first half of the given sequence is written in the reverse order, then which character, which element is third to the left or fourth one from the right? Or if all the numbers are eliminated, then which element will be second to the left or fourth from the right or fifth from the left? In this way they ask the questions. Or if all the alphabets in the given sequence are arranged in alphabetical order, some condition will be given to you. Based on the condition they ask the question. They are very simple. I have given many lessons on that one. Just go through that one. This one I am telling you students, you can get 5 out of 5 if they give 5 questions. Alright, easily you can do that within the stipulated time. Then based on alphabets they are giving some questions like how many such pairs of letters are there given in the given word which have as many letters between them as in the English alphabet. The simplest technique is you just go for numbering that one. From left to right you have to see, right to left also. They clearly give in brackets that left to right and right to left. If you number that one, for example, G is there in English alphabet from left to right, number 7. K is there 11, P is there 16, Y is there 25. In this way you need to number that. If you number that one, very easily you can do the questions. Alright, so even this also 2 out of 2 or 3 out of 3 you can do. So for that reason students, first you finish off these chapters. Suppose, and then I forgot to tell you, Shiloism. If there are questions from Shiloism, you are lucky enough. I have taught you one method students, right? If you know any student who had joined my course online or pen drive, I have given total 10 hours of lessons for Shiloism. That method I have developed almost 23-24 years ago. I have developed that method. At that time, I used to teach in Delhi. People were asking me, sir, why do you go for this much in-depth method with the help of Venn diagrams from the basic level to the highest questions? At that time, they were not giving questions of that much, difficulty level. My co-faculty members were used to ask me, why do you go for this much depth method? Then I told them that one day or the other day, definitely they are going to ask that type of questions, and moreover, students should know the basic of that one. What is this Shiloism? What are the rules are there? Like how to use the Venn diagrams. Then from where we have to start up to the possibility level questions. 24 years ago only I taught those possibility questions. Nowadays they are giving. Alright, just go through that one. You will get 3 out of 3 or 5 out of 5 questions from Shillism. I have developed a fantastic method. You will get, our students say that, sir, if we follow your method of Shillism, I am not exaggerating my like teaching methodology. You don't take in that way, students. Just I'm telling you what is the fact. Our students say, sir, we will do 6 out of 5 questions in the examination. 6 out of 5 questions. They are that much confident, pretty confident, right? If you watch these classes, you can do 3 to 5. Now, students, what you do, if you are not very much confident about this puzzle and seating arrangement, now first you finish off these chapters in the examination, right? 2 ways it is beneficial for you. One of the ways is that you get almost all the questions correct in the examination because these chapters are very simple chapters. That too within the stipulated time, right? You can take minimum time to go for this one. If you like do these questions with 100% accuracy in the stipulated time, second way, your confidence will be boosted up. Yes, sir, alright, you will be having like pretty confident you will become after finishing off these questions, because while doing the question only, most of the cases you will be knowing whether you are doing it right or wrong. Alright, nobody like has to verify your paper. While doing that one only, you will come to that one. After some practice, you will realize that one. Alright, so with that confidence, you go for puzzle and seating arrangement. Suppose 3 questions are there, 3 into 5, 15, right? 3 questions are there from puzzle and seating arrangement. Just read that one. In my regular classes, I have told you, while reading that one only, you can understand at what difficulty level the question has been prepared. So, if you feel that the question is of high difficulty level, don't touch it, leave that, because already you have done pretty good here. Alright, now go for one of the easiest puzzle. If 4 puzzles are there, I am telling you, students, one puzzle will be the easiest one. Search for that and do it confidently. Alright, even puzzle also, you just go by puzzle or seating arrangement, go by elimination process, right? Systematic methods I have given you, follow that one. Then after doing one puzzle, if time allows, you can go for second and third puzzle also. That all depends upon the difficulty level. Some puzzles can be solved at clerical level, that to prelims level. Within 2 minutes you can do one puzzle, means arrangement can be done in 2 to 3 minutes. That depends upon your practice there. Alright, in that way you try to finish off this one. Then out of 35 questions, reasonably, for clerical examination I am telling you, reasonably you can do 25 to 30 questions easily. Good attempts in the examination. If the paper is still simpler, particularly these questions, right, then you can increase the number also. Overall, I am giving you the number. Hope you must have got the idea. Then finally, students, for reasoning paper, I'll tell you, if you want to start from puzzle, you can go for that one. The students who are confident of puzzles, what you need to do, even for them also I should give you the strategy. If you start with puzzle, how you need to do, suppose they have given 4 puzzles and seating arrangement or 3, whatever it may be, just choose the easiest one. The easiest one you choose. Don't go for the high difficulty level, your confidence will be, you will lose the confidence in the examination. Choose the easiest one, alright, then go for a little moderate one. You attempt 2 puzzles. Don't go for all the 4 puzzles, right? Attempt 2 puzzles. With that confidence, you go for these questions. If time allows, go back there and do the remaining 2 puzzles also. Now we got the clarity. The students who want to start with puzzles, you have to go by this strategy. Or else, this is the best way, because 90% of the students, for 90% of the students, I am giving you this suggestion. Start with this, go back to this one. I really wish you all the best for reasoning paper. Next take quant paper, how to attempt a quant or numerical ability. Before going for quant section, in reasoning, you please include coding decoding chapter also. I forgot to tell you, right? Coding decoding, because at a preliminary level, they are giving questions from coding decoding, normal standard questions they are giving. In mains, sometimes they are giving very good questions, high difficulty level questions from coding decoding. In our courses, we have discussed all types of coding decoding, including the latest pattern. Okay, so just go through this one also. Coding decoding, you may get 2 to 3 questions. Okay, preliminary level, you please include this one also in reasoning. For numerical ability paper, we will go like this. First, let me give the chapters, students. In fact, at clerical level, that to prelims level, I'm not talking about mains. Prelims level, the paper would be very easy. You don't worry about that. Okay, here number, you know this one, 35 questions will be there. Alright, and marks are 35 marks and time allocated for this one is 20 minutes generally. Okay, then what are the chapters you take? From this one, quantitative aptitude, you will be having questions from, let's take it this way. First is simplification and approximation. You will get around 10 questions generally they give around 10. In the worst case, we will get 8 to 10 questions from this one. Okay, then followed by number series, most important one. Almost in all the exams they give 5 questions from this. Okay, next one is quadratic equations. Simplest one, this one, right? From this one again they are giving 3 to 5 questions from this. Alright, then after this one, suppose if 10 questions are here, 10 plus 5, 15 plus 5, this is 20. Next, data interpretation. They give just moderate to a little advanced. Most of the cases only moderate level they give, and you can expect 5 to 10 questions depending upon the shift. Generally they give 5 or 8 or 10 in the worst case, I'm telling you, right? Then next one is miscellaneous questions. Okay, remaining questions generally from miscellaneous they will give 8 to 10 questions from this one. The number may be changed, but basically they are asking questions from these sections only. Then from where I have to start. Here students, there are no 2 methods for this one, or no 2 ways to start, either from puzzle or other miscellaneous or puzzle, not like in reasoning. Simply all of you, my suggestion is to start with which one, which section is easier for us to boost up our confidence. You start with this section only, simplification and approximation. The questions are also not very difficult level, but definitely they are giving some twist in that one. Twisty questions are there. Try to understand that one. If your simplification skills are good, if you know how to go for speed maths, easily you can solve all the questions 8 out of 8 or 10 out of 10 you can solve. Alright, so you just use that V Bodmos rule and many other techniques I have given you. Even from where we have started, from which part we have started in our like classes, from plus minus into divided by, I have started some techniques starting with that one. More than 10 hours of lessons are there for that, right? So just follow those techniques. Easily you can finish off this simplification and approximation and rounding of questions. Okay. After that you confidently go for equations, quadratic equations, Alright, I have given you fantastic method for that one, how to find out the roots and the symbol for that one. Without writing anything on the paper also you can do these questions. Many methods are there for that one. I have given a table for you. Follow the table. Most of the cases you need not write anything on the paper to solve and to find out the value of this quadratic equation there, right? Finish off this quadratic equation. I am telling you students, if 5 questions are there, definitely you can do 5 out of 5. No doubt about that one. Okay, after finishing off this one, then you can go for number series questions. Number series. Start in this way. Even if you are perfect with miscellaneous chapters also, my suggestion is to start in this way only. That would fetch you in the examination, because easily you can find out or you can easily simplify these questions, simplification and approximation. Then after that, if you go for this one, what is this equation, quadratic equations, 5 out of 5 can be done. Then come back to this number series. In number series students, they may give finding out the next term in the series or wrong number series or miscellaneous way also. Sometimes they are using some brackets. Whatever the way may be, if your fundamentals are clear, for number series, any question can be solved. Within no time you can solve one question. Alright, follow some techniques. So finish off this number series. If that is the case, suppose in worst case they give 5 questions also from this one. For example, I am telling you, generally they give 8 to 10. So here 5, 5, 5. 15 out of 15 questions can be done, that will be there in your bank. Suppose in number series, in the worst case, if 2 questions are wrong also, for example, I am telling you, not able to attempt those 2 questions, then 13 out of 15 questions will be correct. Your confidence will be boosted up. Right, then after that you go for data interpretation questions, right? One table or graph or combination of that one they give, and that's not very difficult to do because they won't give that missing data interpretation, or they won't give case-led questions or data analysis questions in prelims level. Simple graph will be given to you, or simple table will be given to you, or combination of these two easily you can do. I have given you some techniques, students, for data interpretation questions. First of all, you need to analyze the given table or graph. You have to interpret the data properly, take some time for that, spend some time on that one, right? Then after that, read the question properly. While reading the question only, given problem only, you make it into 2 parts. One is information part, other one is question part. From the given information, combining the given information, you need to go for the question. Here, 2 types of works are required. One is officer job, other one is clerical job. What data are given, and analyzing the data and understanding the question and what to be found out. Up to this extent, you have to bring the officer who is inside you. Alright, you have to bring him out first of all, or bring her out. Then after that thorough analysis, go for the simplification part. Simplification part is clerical job. Easily you can do that. But if your analysis is good, understanding the question is good, simplification is cakewalk. Alright, just practice the questions in a proper way. I have given almost 10 to 12 hours of lessons for data interpretation by considering mains in view of mains I have given. Prelims easily you can do. Finish off this data interpretation. Then you go to this miscellaneous questions. In miscellaneous, generally they are giving questions from percentages, averages, right? Profit and loss, then mixture and allegation. Around 2 to 3 questions they are giving from this one. Then the next set is simple and compound interest. Okay, time and work, time and distance. Here only work and wages, pipes and cisterns. Then here problems on trains are also covered here. Alright, so then boats and streams also. They are giving 1 question from boats and streams. Let us take 2 to 3 questions from this. Next, ages also. You include ages also. Here ages, then partnership, then followed by mensuration also they are giving. Mensuration, this type of chapters they are asking the question. Mensuration only at prelims level, 2-dimensional mensuration they are asking. Some chapters are, if anything is missed out, you need to go for all the chapters, students. There is no shortcut for this one. For miscellaneous, you need to go for all the chapters there. Alright, generally they are giving 8 to 10 questions from this one. You just choose that depending upon the questions you have done here. You just choose some of the questions from this and do it in your own way. For these chapters, I have given one method, students, a unique one, that is unitary method. Unitary method. I have taken that unitary method part from Vedic mathematics only. I have given fantastic methods for percentages, averages, ratio and proportion also. Here you include ratio and proportion. Okay. Ratio and proportion, mixture and allegation, profit and loss, time and work, time and distance, right? Boats and streams, then simple compound interest, mensuration. Even I have covered probability and permutation combination also. For all the chapters I am telling you, students, amazing techniques are available. I tried my best to give all the techniques from Vedic mathematics. You just follow that one. It's not a big issue for you. Easily you can crack this one, right? So reasonably, here also, out of 35 questions, you can easily do 27 to 28, 28 to 30 questions you can do. Even reasoning also. Reasoning I have given you 25 to 30 on general basis I have given you. Even in reasoning also you can easily do 28 to 30 questions within the stipulated time, provided practice should be there. And students, I am telling you one more thing. Accuracy is very important for you. Alright, even if you have attempted 35 out of 30 also, if 20 questions are wrong, there is no fun in taking that examination. And that too, they are giving some bonus marks for accuracy. Right, if you do 5 questions correct, you will get those 5 marks plus bonus marks also you are going to get. That is not revealed, but definitely you will get a bonus marks for all correct questions. So accuracy is important. Don't be hurrying the examination. Alright, so if some students are saying that after that analysis they are giving that out of 35, some students at the examination center, they are just giving that one like how the product advertisement gives. I shouldn't say that one, I'm sorry, but they are giving that I have done 33 questions, 34 questions. See, that's not possible, but still, if you are able to do above 30, keep the accuracy also in your mind. Even if you have finished 25 to 28 also, that's okay, but maximum question should be correct. Okay, just go for that one. And this is the analysis for quantitative aptitude. How to attempt this one. I have not given any new thing for you, right? All these things you know, but I'm trying my best to brush it up. Just go for this one. Start with this simplification. After that, this quadratic equations, the number series, data interpretation, followed by miscellaneous questions. But some students are there, 4 to 5% of the students, they are very much perfect with data interpretation and miscellaneous. They are asking that, sir, why can't I start with DI or miscellaneous? Of course you can do. Absolutely you can do. There is no such rule for not taking that one first. Don't worry, if you are perfect, start with data interpretation, miscellaneous also. But after doing this one, my suggestion is go for simplification approximation, then inequalities, then number series, so that you can get a maximum benefit in the examination, right? Next, go for English section, from where we have to start. English section, students, even English section also at preliminary level, clerical cadre, preliminary level, that won't be high difficulty level paper, okay? That will be moderate to moderate only, not even little advanced one, easy to moderate level paper you can expect. Okay, so now what are the chapters generally from where they are asking the questions? One chapter, this very important chapter, comprehension, reading comprehension. Reading comprehension is one chapter. After reading comprehension, the next one is close test. Okay, next para-jumbled, rearrangement of sentences. Next, they ask the questions from sentence improvement, or let us take it as okay, keep it aside. The next one is phrase replacement or word replacement. Okay, so then followed by fillers, double or single, but generally they give single fillers only. Then followed by next one is error detection, spotting errors, error detection. Okay, and misspelt words also, misspelt words, MSP I am writing, right, misspelt words. Generally they ask the questions from these 8 chapters only. 8 chapters means in one shift they may not ask all the like 8 chapters. All the 8 chapters may not be covered in one shift. For one shift, some chapters, from some other shifts they may be changing in the chapters there. Alright, but it is better to go prepare these chapters well to take English section in any clerical examination, IBPS or SBI. And coming to the number of questions, students, we may go like this. Reading comprehension, generally they give 5 to 7 questions or maximum 8. Okay, close test they are giving 3 to 5. Then rearrangement of sentences also 3 to 5. Sentence improvement 2 to 3. Phrase or word replacement 2 to 3. Right? Fillers they are giving 3 to 5. Error detections 3 to 5. And misspelled words generally they are giving 5 questions. Okay? Generally I am telling you. Now the question is from where shall I start? See students, there are 2 types of students again here. The students who are very much perfect with the reading comprehension. If you are perfect with reading comprehension, start with that one. Because the passages they give for reading comprehension they generally choose very dry topics for that one. Alright, very dry topics like any topic from any industry, leather industry, they take one topic. And economic development child empowerment or women empowerment or some other topic which is very dry actually. You may not be having that much interest there, and even the vocabulary of that one is also very rich. Sometimes many students may not even understand the central idea of the passage also. For that reason, if you are perfect with reading comprehension, start with this, or else don't go for this one first, keep it for last. Okay, now the easiest one among all these chapters is which one, students? Which is the easiest one? The easiest one is rearrangement of sentences. In my opinion, I am telling you. Start with this one. Either this or some students are very much perfect with the close test. Okay, one paragraph will be given to you, small paragraph, and in between blanks are there. Against each blank they will give 4 or 5. In bank exams 5 options are there. 5 different words will be given to you. You need to choose the most appropriate word to make it as meaningful sentence or passage from the given 5 words there. For this one, your vocabulary should be good. First thing, coupled with vocabulary, your grammar, you should know all grammar rules also. Only then you are able to do this close test. Okay, I have given many techniques for close test and rearrangement of sentences, parajumbled also, students. Here I can say one thing, of course for close test vocabulary is required, but 20% up to 20% or 30% you can use your logical skills also. Which word can be kept? Sometimes, surprisingly I am telling you students, not all the cases, sometimes with your logic, with the help of the previous sentence or the next sentence, even if you do not know the perfect meaning of the given word also, you can insert the right word using your logic with the help of the previous sentence or the sentence which is following the one which you are going to take now. Alright, so some logical way also you can solve the questions. 20 to 30% logic is required here. That type of techniques I have given you. Next, rearrangement of sentences. I can say students, 30% of the cases you can use the logic to arrange the sentences. Of course, your English should be good. Without knowing the language, you cannot use the logic. Anyway, even if you have a little understanding of the given sentences also, using logic, you can arrange them in a proper way. Alright, so many such techniques I have discussed. Then first you start with rearrangement of sentences if they give this one, or close test. Alright, then after that you go for this one, error detection. Your grammar should be good. You should know all the grammar rules. I have given more than 16 hours for grammar rules. Okay, so now with the help of grammar rules, easily you can go for this error detection. Alright, then you can go for misspelled words, or you can, after this parajumbled also, or close test between these two, anyone, you can start this one also, misspelled, because easily you can understand that one. That is phonetic actually. With the pronunciation, most of the cases you can find out the right spelling of the words. Okay, then these two, error detection, alright, are spotting errors. Then after that you go for fillers, double or single fillers. Then sentence improvement. Okay, in many types they are giving, but don't worry, in the preliminary examination they give the simplest way only. Okay, next one is phrase or word replacement. Okay, while going for this phrase replacement or inserting right idiom or word, your vocabulary should be good, students, right? Then many students ask me how to improve the vocabulary. See, in any language, whether it is English, Hindi, Tamil or Kannada, Telugu, Oriya, or any language, Bengali, you take any language, building rich vocabulary is not done in 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 months. Continuous preparation should be there. The best way is you read the Hindu newspaper every day. Every day you read the newspaper, particularly focus on editorial part. Every day they give 2 editorials, and on the right side of the editorial they give 2 passages, articles will be given to you. That one, and followed by below that one you will get letters to editor also. Just read that complete page every day and underline the difficult words. At least 10 to 15 new words you have to learn every day. Not only learning, but you have to implement that one. Using those words you have to frame some sentences, either spoken or written. Definitely your vocabulary will be improved one day or the other day. It may take minimum 5 to 6 months. From today only you start that one. That is not only useful for you for competitive exams, but in many other ways to improve your language skills. Okay, English is a sweet language, students, and that too very easily you can learn that one. The grammar rules and even vocabulary also. As far as competitive exams are concerned, particularly clerical examination, you go in this way. In English, if you are perfect, you can do 25 to 30 questions within the stipulated time. Even if you can do more than that one, that's really good. This is how you need to attempt tomorrow's or next week's examination, students. Then very soon I am going to upload a video on how to prepare for SBI PO 2020. In that preparation strategy, I'll give you chapter wise. I'll tell you each and every chapter very quickly. Every chapter in reasoning, quant and English. When I take that one, I'll just give that one to you in a comprehensive way. Anyway, students, now if any student wants to join our courses, see, I am offering online as well as pen drive courses. Online means all the recorded classes will be there. Alright, you will be given one username and password. We have more than 360, I think, more than 360 hours of video lessons. Then chapter wise test, mock test, study material in the form of e-books that will be given to you, and more than 260 mock tests are also there. See, students, why I am telling you all these things? I taught all the chapters in reasoning, quant and English from the basic level. For example, you take assumptions, arguments, conclusions. I told you in reasoning section, right? Then followed by Shilloism, input, output, decision making. Nowadays they are not giving. Then data sufficiency. See, all these chapters you have to learn from the basic level, because these chapters are not at your academic studies. Quantitative aptitude up to like some extent, percentages, averages, ratio, proportion, then simple compound interest, mensuration, all these chapters at least you have studied at your high school level. But these chapters are not. For that reason, learning from the basic level will fetch you a lot. So I suggest you this course. Just go for this one. Visit our website chakravarthysir.com. Our YouTube channel you go for, that is Chakravarthy Sir. I have uploaded many free videos also on YouTube. I told you our channel name Chakravarthy Sir, to make you understand the teaching methodology and basic level questions. Just go through that when you'll understand the basics. Alright, particularly puzzle basics. Okay, then many other chapters, or even quant also. Just go through that one and visit our website chakravarthysir.com. Sign up there to create a trial account for you. You will understand everything on screen only. Okay, our courses are useful for you for more than 57 types of competitive exams in our country. And very soon I am going to launch a CAT course also separately. Thank you very much, students, and I wish you all the best, and you should get success at the earliest. So my blessings are there with you. God bless you. Thank you.